So hi everyone, and today we are going to solve this LeetCode daily challenge, number of ways to paint n into 3 grid. So you're given a grid of size n into 3 and you want to paint each cell of the grid with exactly one of the three colors, red, yellow and green. So and you have to color it in such a way that no two adjacent cells have the same color. So you have to find the number of ways. Any number of ways you can paint the grid. So for this problem, this is a counting problem, so we can say that dynamic programming can be one of the approaches. So for dynamic programming, we will think about the states and transitions. So the state can be, we can say dp of I, like it is a n into 3 grid, so there are n rows and 3 columns. So when I'm talking about the ith row, uh, at the ith row, what is the pattern of colors which I'm using? So basically there are 3 cells. Suppose this is one of the state. Assume 0 represents red, 1 represents yellow and 2 represents green. So this state represents dp of I 0 1 2, that the ith row in this grid has colors red, yellow, green. Similarly, we can say this state is red, green, yellow, and this state is red, green, green. Though this is an invalid state because green is adjacent. So something like this. What does this represents? dp of I minus 1 . This state represents the row I minus 1 has the pattern of yellow, red, yellow, and this is valid because no two adjacent cells have same color. So for each state, for each row I, for a particular pattern, I am just going to count that how we can come to this pattern from the previous row. So the current row will have some patterns and previous row can have some patterns. So I'm talking about a pattern for the current row and how we can reach that pattern from the previous row using all the patterns which are present in the previous row. So we can start coding the solution by initializing our dp array. It is a 4D array, so it can be like, since the answer can be very large, I will recommend using long dp of this can be of size n. There are 3 colors, so yeah. Now we will initialize this dp array. So we will initialize all the rows and columns to 0 first. And I can just so column 1, color 1, color 2, color 3. And we can say dp of I color 1, color 2 and color 3. So we initialized our dp array to 0. Now what we are going to do for the first row, that is 0th index row, we will find all the patterns. So the same 3 loops we can take. And here we can say that this I'm writing for the 0th index row. So if call1 not equal to call2 color2, because I'm talking about the adjacent rows, so the adjacent adjacent cells, so the adjacent cells should not have the same color. So this condition ensures that the adjacent cells don't have the same color, and if this is the case, then this pattern is possible. Basically it will be 1. Now we will calculate the pattern for the ith row, and here you can also take, because answer will be very large, so I'm taking some modulo, and you can start for, or you can copy the same loop here as well. Oh wait, you can type it. So now first I'll run the loops for the current state, like this one, and now I'll talk about the patterns in the previous row. So this will be for previous row. Okay, and in this case you will check for the current row that the adjacent, in the pattern the adjacent cells are not of same colors. So this condition will be there, and we'll also check that the patterns in the previous row, like If we are talking about in the same column, the cells should not have the adjacent cells should not have the same color in the same column. So that we will check using this column 1 not equal to p column, column 2 not equal to p equal to 3 not equal to p equal 3. So this will ensure that in the horizontal side and the vertical side, in both of cases, we don't have cell adjacent cells with the same color. This condition will ensure that. And now you can calculate the state. And you can do something like this. And you'll also just put the previous state. And this loop will run n into 27 into 27 times basically. So this is still in the like this will not time limit exceed. And finally we will calculate the answer. And how we are going to calculate the answer? Like for we can use the this loop. This loop will work fine because we want the answer for the n minus 1 state here. So yeah, something like this, and all of this looks good. We don't need the condition now, and you can do answer plus dp of n minus 1 call 1 call 2 call 3. And finally you can return the answer, and this should work, I guess. Okay, actually I'm learning Java right now, so I try to code my solutions in Java. So yeah, okay, in Java we don't have long, sorry, yeah, now it should work. Looks like the solution is working fine, and we have the max test case as well, so yeah, this will be accepted. So as you can see, the time complexity is n into 27 into 27, and space complexity is also n into 27 into 27. So thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you liked it. Please share and subscribe. Thanks.